So Xbox made a move today. They have put some original Xbox games on PC. Yes, original Xbox games. Now, somebody like me who is a huge original Xbox fan, I thought this would be some good news. I thought this would be absolutely great. And I looked at it, I glanced at it for a minute. 4 games are being on the Xbox PC bandwagon, and it is basically some good games. And I think this is a nice step in the right direction, but it's just a shoulder shrug, right? I mean, it's cool. It's not nothing 100% awesome, but I want to talk about this because I want to know how far they're going to go with this, because I think this is something that can go very far because there are some really good games on the original Xbox, but I just want to see how far they'll take this. Will they really take this to the 360? Is there a need for the 360? Some of those games to be on PC? I don't know, but we're going to look at this and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions. So let's jump over here to the article. It says right here, play more of the games you love wherever you play Xbox backwards compatibility on PC. Uh, okay, let's see. Today we're reintroducing Xbox backwards compatibility on PC, making it easier to play classic Xbox games from the past across PC handheld, including ROG Xbox Ally and Xbox Ally X. So these are the 4 games right here: Blix, Time Sweeper, Fusion Frenzy, Crimson Skies, High Road to Revenge, and Conquer Alive and Reloaded. Now, I have all of these games physical except for Fusion Frenzy. It was a game that I never decided to pick up with my collection. I have over 350 original Xbox games. That was one of the games I just don't have right now. I may pick it up at another time. Your library is more than just a collection of games. It is your personal history of epic stories and treasured memories from the past. And as players, we don't want to leave our gaming legacy behind, even as technology continues to evolve and advance. One thing I'll say about Xbox has done a pretty good job of trying to embrace the backwards compatibility, mantra. And I'm not saying that they're great at it, but as far as embracing it, they've been a really big, proponent of it ever since the 360. And they did their thing with the backwards compatibility of original Xbox, and they tried it again with the Xbox One, and yada yada. Let's see where I'm at. It says we expect our library of games to move forward with us and be able to play them in entirely new ways. Rolling out Xbox backwards compatibility on PC launches in early release, starting with 4 classics or original Xbox games. So it must be going to be more games expanded, and that's going to be pretty interesting as well. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Now playable on PC and ham. Okay, yeah. This marks the first beginning of a broader effort to preserve Xbox games from the past and bringing them to PC over time. And we're not just enabling them for you to play them on PC. We are adding new features to make your game experience even better than ever. So basically, it sounds like they're going to be repackaging these to be placed PC ports, basically, so you can play them on PC. So it's not just like you just put the game in and you're still going to be playing these games at 480p on your PC. It's going to be basically a packaged PC game on the Xbox platform. It says these are the 4 games right here, and it says each of these games are now available for purchase. Yes. If you already, this is interesting. If you already own a digital license for these games on console, that license now carry over to your PC or handheld. Now it says digital license, so somebody like me, I have the physical games of 3 of these 4 games. And if I wanted to play them on PC, I still would have to purchase the game to play them on PC, unless if they're on Game Pass or whatever. But to me, I'm like, yeah, okay. Like I said, this is a shrug shoulders type of situation. I don't see too many people maybe jumping to this, but it is good to have it. I would not be surprised if people are actually going to jump and play Conquer Live Reloaded. That is an excellent game. But maybe even Crimson Skies. But I just don't see it, because like right now, I own these games, well, 3 of them. I played them, I completed them, and do I want to play them again on PC? I don't know. They're going to have to give me something that's really worth my while, because these games are, above average at best. Let's see. Through the power of Xbox Play Anywhere and Xbox Cloud Gaming, you can now play these classic games from the past on your Xbox console, cloud, PC, and handheld. In addition to making these available on PC for the first time, we've added new features to enhance the experience on PC. So, like I said, they're basically packaging these things as a PC port, basically. So players can customize graphic settings, including at the 4X resolution, which that's still. I'm surprised it's only 4X. I think you should be able to do it as far as you want to with PC, but never mind. VSync support, full screen window display modes, anthroposcopic filtering, enhanced anti-aliasing, and more. These games also include customizable language and audio settings. So basically, they just repackage these games as PC games, like I said. They plan to even add more features to backwards compatibility games in the future. I'm excited to share that this year will bring one of the top fan requested features to select original Xbox games on both console and PC: achievements. The first four games previewed today will be updated to include achievements in the coming months. Now that's really interesting. I'm not that big on achievements. If I get them, I get them. I just get them, just run through a game just to have them to show people that I've actually played the game. But I'm not chasing them, and that's pretty cool. That may be a reason for me to jump back and play Crimson Skies. Just to get them or whatever. Not trying to get all of them, but just get them. Getting started is simple. If your PC handheld meets the minimum requirements below, you'll be able to access backwards compatible titles through the Xbox or PC app. Now, this is interesting. These games basically can run on, a potato. These games aren't that demanding, but the minimum and recommended requirements are pretty interesting. You need an i3 8100 or a 1200 to play this game, a CPU. You need a 950. I don't know. That's the minimum. Recommended is, I'm not as that demanding as far as actually getting these parts, or not nowadays anyway, right? But to get a 1070 Ti to play Fusion Frenzy is kind of insane, or having a i5 10400 or a 3600 Ryzen 5. That's kind of insane to play on, one of these games, but hey, that's just the way it is. They rebuilt it and that's what it is. But these games should be able to run on anything. Xbox backwards compatibility on PC is another step toward preserving games in the past and making it easier for you to play or enjoy and play more games you already own across devices that you use every day. Now, this is my thoughts about it, right? Oh, also, shout out to Jason Ronald, VP of Next Generation Xbox. Shout out to him. He the one that put this together, I guess. But this is my thing, right? I'm just, it's not a nothing burger, but it's not a something burger either. It's like, all right, okay, you put these four games out there. I think Conquer, Crimson Skies, those are great games to play. If you want to buy these games, do I recommend it at this point? If you weren't around the Xbox era, or if you were around that time and didn't play them, and you want to play them for the first time, I would say yes. This is probably like one of the best ways to play them instead of going through the whole motion and buying an original Xbox or buying a 360 and trying to get all of these other games or whatever. And trying to play them individually. It's probably one of the most convenient ways to play them. But at the end of the day, I'm more in tune to like, what are they going to do with this program going further? What games from the original Xbox they can actually put on here that you can't get anywhere else? There are some excellent games on the original Xbox that are, quite frankly, could use a PC release. Some of them have been on PC, and some of them just didn't run well back then. You got to think about it. 2001, 2003. They weren't like the best, but now, if they put some of those games back onto this program and actually can run properly, that'd be great. Also, some 360 games that are exclusive to Xbox, would that be a thing that you could jump on this bandwagon? Project Gotham Racing, that would be an excellent few 4 games that you could put on there. 1, 2, 3, and 4 could be a part of this program. That would be awesome because you can't play any of the Project Gotham Racing games anywhere else but on the original Xbox or the 360. There's tons of other games I can go along with to see if they would do this, but as of right now, you got to start somewhere, right? And these are the 4 games that they're using, so I'm like, okay, and this is cool, I guess. I'm not necessarily jumping for joy, but when they start putting some games that are more prominent, Not then you'll be speaking my language. One game I would love to see from the original Xbox side is Panzer Dragoon Orta. That game needs to be on this list. That's a game that I would probably turn around and buy on PC. Panzer Dragoon Orta is a fantastic game, and that needs to be re-released. Another game maybe from the 360 era, like I said, any of the Project Gotham racing games. There's a couple other games that on 360 that don't catch the mind right now, but around that time, the 360, there were a lot of games that was on PC anyway. We're more talking like Xbox exclusives that they may want to jump over, but that's going to be a little bit tricky. I don't know how they'll do that, but it'll be interesting to see. You guys let me know what you think. Are you cool with this? Are you happy about this? What do you think? Me, at the end of the day, I'm like right in the middle. It's not nothing, but it's not something either. It's like right in the middle. Like, okay, this is cool that they did this. I already played 3 out of 4 of these games. I don't know if I'll go back to do it outside the achievement situation. I may, but paying for these. I wonder if these gonna be on Game Pass. That's gonna be interesting. I need to look and see. But nevertheless, you guys let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, y'all take it easy and y'all be blessed. Peace.